So what you're going to need is a jack and a tire iron. Normally there's a spare, but we're not actually changing his tire. We're just explaining the process. Right now he's getting under the car, putting it up against the pinch weld, which is like a protruding section of the metal. Chris, would you please point to the pinch weld? Boom. So you're going to lift it until you feel some resistance, and then you're going to break loose your lug nuts on your wheel. Bada bing, bada boom. Right? Now that all the lug nuts are broken loose, bada bing, bada boom, you will proceed to lift le car into the air until there's space between the tire and the ground. Once there is space between the tire and ground, you will proceed to completely remove the lug nuts. I promise this process is not usually this time consuming.
You gonna put that on there?
And if you're a pro, you can do what Chris calls the flidoodly. Once all the lug nuts are off, he has a hubcap, so that's just gonna fall off. It always does. But
how you feel? Stupid.
Gonna give the tire a nice whack, because sometimes it could be pretty stubborn on there. I lied. We're gonna pretend that he just replaced it with a spare tire, and he's gonna proceed to put the spare tire on the car.
I just really wanted to make it.
Man, that's a big spare tire.
The tire got hips.
Once your quote-unquote spare is on the car, reassembly is the opposite of disassembly. He is hand tightening all of the lug nuts. Once all of the lug nuts are hand tightened and they're enough to hold the wheel against the car, you're going to lower the car until there's no space and the tire is on the ground. Once the tire is on the ground, get your totally legal tire iron. Hit it with a little flidoodly. And snug up all the lug nuts. Ooh, you so strong. Once all the lug nuts are snugged down with the tire iron, continue to lower the jack until the car is completely free. Now that the jack is out from under the car and the car is independent on its own, give the lug nuts a final crank to make sure your wheel doesn't fly off and you die. Look at this enthusiasm. Onto the last lug nut. And if you're noticing that I'm having a lot of scenes, it's because I'm cutting out a lot of the pointless work. And voila! Voila, not voila. Voila, you've changed your tire.